Good morning, my Real News Midday TV family. Thank you so much for tuning in this morning, and I'm wishing for everyone a wonderful and a productive day. And in the news this morning for March 12, 2024, motorcyclist shot while riding in St. James. Police are searching for a man who fired several shots at a motorcyclist as he rode along the roadway in Canaan District in Dumfries, St. James on Saturday night. The bike rider received a gunshot wound, crashed his motorcycle, and was later hospitalized, the police said. Reports reaching the news are that around 9:45 p.m., the now injured man was riding his purple missile G150 motorbike along the roadway when a man armed with a handgun stood along the roadway and opened gunfire in his direction. He was hit in the right leg and right index finger. The motorcyclist then reportedly lost control of the motorbike. The gunman subsequently escaped on foot in the surrounding area. The motorcyclist was assisted by residents to hospital, where he was admitted in a serious but stable condition. The police were later alerted. 5 9mm spent casings were reportedly retrieved from the scene, the police said. 10 injured in two-vehicle crash in Manchester. 10 people, including a high school student, sustained injuries in a two-vehicle crash on the Penhill Main Road in Manchester on Monday. The crash, which happened about 2:30 p.m., involved a Toyota Yaris and a Toyota Isis operated as a taxi. Up to late Monday, the victims, 7 males and 3 females, were being treated for various injuries at the Mandeville Regional Hospital. A report from the police said the vehicles were traveling in opposite directions when they collided, resulting in a pileup of traffic for over an hour on the crucial main road, which links Mandeville and its environs to Christiana and other points north. District Officer Stuart Edwards at the Jamaica Fire Brigade said speeding appears to have been a contributing factor to the crash. When we arrived on the scene, occupants of the private car were already removed and transported to the Mandeville Regional Hospital. We are appealing to motorists to proceed with caution on the road. This could have been avoided if persons were driving within the speed limit, he said. There have been a number of fatal crashes on the Penhill Main Road over the years. Mother of slain Westmoreland man says he was a jovial person. May I keep the faith for the rest of my children. Those were the words of Juliet Reynolds, whose son was gunned down in Geneva Grange Hill on Monday morning. Her son, 25-year-old Nathan Backridon, is said to have left his Belle Isle Road address to visit his brother when the incident happened. Backridon was gunned down while riding his bike in the community. He is the 5th victim in less than 72 hours to be killed in that manner. It is for that reason Reynolds is doubtful that the installation of a zone of special operation will yield any success. Right now, if a man wants you, soldier or no soldier, that's where we reach in life, the distraught mother of 7 told the news hours after her son's murder. Reynolds described her son as a jovial person who did not have many friends. She said she is still struggling to cope with his tragic loss and had to seek medical attention. Meanwhile, when the news visited the violence-plagued community on Monday evening, there was a high police presence. Member of Parliament for Westmoreland Western, Morland Wilson, said he has been in dialogue with the police in relation to the spate of killings. Grange Hill is not new to these incidents. I have been in constant communication with the police I command in the parish, Wilson revealed. He said that the police have acknowledged that they will need more resources on the ground and have pledged to deploy further assets in the community. Alleged baby kidnapper now in police custody. The woman who allegedly kidnapped an 11-day-old newborn from her parents at the Victoria Jubilee Maternity Hospital on Monday is now in custody. According to the police, the woman was nabbed in the community of Dunkirk in East Kingston, where the baby was reportedly found in her custody. The name of the suspect has not yet been released. Head of the Kingston Western Police Senior Superintendent Michael Phipps told the news that the baby is being medically examined at the Bustamante Hospital for Children. I just want to say to you that we have since found the child, and the child was found in the custody of the person who we suspected to have taken the baby from the Victoria Jubilee Hospital. We are in the process of having the child medically examined while we interview all persons who can provide information, SSP Phipps said promising updates as information becomes available. The baby, Kimoya Shantana Robe, was reportedly taken from her mother, 26-year-old Christina Blake, while at the hospital where Blake went for treatment. Man killed and house set ablaze in Central Village, St. Catherine. A man in Central Village, St. Catherine, was on Sunday killed and his house is set on fire. The incident happened along First Avenue. The deceased is yet to be identified. The police report that he was attacked around 4 a.m. The hoodlums then set fire to the premises. The police were summoned and upon arrival, the man's body was found with what appeared to be gunshot and chop wounds. Detectives assigned to the St. Catherine South Police are investigating. Colin Moore told the ex-mistress he was leaving his wife on the same day she was gunned down. A day before businesswoman Simone Campbell Collymore was gunned down at her gate, her husband, Omar Collymore, reportedly told his ex-mistress that he was leaving his wife and that they would be together soon. The defendant, who is accused of plotting his wife's murder, is being tried for the double murder in the Home Circuit Court, along with Michael Adams, Dwayne Pink, and Shaquille Edwards. The court heard that on the day of the shooting, Collymore called his ex-mistress 7 times, trying to persuade her to rekindle their affair, and that the last call was placed less than an hour before Campbell Collymore was killed. The witness said her ex-lover's desire was for him to wake up beside her in the mornings. Collymore and his Kingston lover, a gym trainer, reportedly ended their 3-year-old affair 2 months before the 32-year-old businesswoman was killed in a brazen daylight attack along with taxi driver Winston Corey Walters on January 2, 2018. The woman, who had started an ice cream business with Collymore and his friend, testified on Monday in the Home Circuit Court that they broke up in October 2017 after Collymore sent her a text asking her if she would be happy if he left her alone, and she answered in the affirmative. According to her, before the separation from August leading up, there had been constant quarrels and fights about the situation with his wife and about her desire to end the relationship. However, she said Collymore did not want her to leave as he wanted a life with her. She further testified that even after they ended the relationship, he kept calling her, trying to patch up the relationship, and that they met up more than once. The woman reportedly met Collymore at one of the gyms where she was freelancing and entered into a relationship with him about a week later. However, the witness told the court that at the time she did not know that he was married and found out about it a month later when she confronted him about his status. When asked how she learned about his marriage status, she said his actions, the lies couldn't play out anymore. Asked if Collymore had shared any details with her about his marriage, she said he briefly indicated that it was not working out and he is just there for the kids. Going back to testimony about the breakup, the woman testified that after they ended things, he asked her to see her in December, and when she met with him on December 17, he started to ask her to refund him the money he had invested in the ice cream business. The witness said she told him that she would need to process it because it was not possible. She recalled that Collymore then switched the conversation to their relationship, apologizing and asking for another chance, but she told him no. Another meeting she recollected occurred on December 22, where they met at a restaurant and were interrupted by Simone's sister. Simone's sister previously testified that when she asked Collymore why he was there, he told her it was a business meeting, but she asked if his wife was aware that he was meeting with a woman with whom he was having an affair. Besides that meeting, the witness said Collymore visited her at her apartment with his son and a bottle of wine on the evening of December 31 and stayed there until 1 a.m. During that time, she said he was still trying to persuade her to stay in the relationship. It was then that he told her that he was getting a divorce and would be available soon, she told the court. Asked if she knew how soon, she said in the new year. Turning to the day Campbell Collymore was killed, the witness said that after the calls from Collymore stopped, she called him at 7:29 p.m. and was told that his wife had been shot. Collymore later updated her with the news that his wife did not survive. Asked how she responded to the news about the shooting, The witness said she froze. However, she further testified that Collymore later called her, telling her that his mother-in-law had accused him of killing her daughter and that he did not like it and needed her help. But she said she asked him, "What the hell am I supposed to do about it?" and opted not to call him back, although he had asked her to call him back in 10 minutes. She said he kept trying to call her and had also asked his friend to call, but she ignored him. During cross-examination from Collymore's lawyer, Diane Jobson, the witness admitted that she never mentioned anything about Collymore divorcing his wife in her statement and denied a suggestion that she wanted him to divorce his wife. She also denied benefiting financially from the relationship. Still, she admitted that Collymore had been paying her rent and that he had taken her on overseas trips, including to Miami, where they stayed at the couple's house. When pressed about how much Collymore had invested in her business, the witness maintained that she could not recall the amount, nor could she recall the amount she placed in the business or the amount of money she spent to buy equipment or the rent. She also claimed that they never discussed what the startup amount would be. The witness during cross-examination admitted that Collymore had asked for his name to be removed from the company before it started and that his friend pulled out shortly after they disagreed. The business, which started in 2016, was wound up in June 2018, according to the witness, who told the court that she still could not recall how much was invested in the account. The witness also shared that Campbell Collymore had called and messaged her several times, but she said they had never spoken. The trial will continue today.